Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to the reading for this month with Straight Talking Tarot. I've got the cards already laid out, been pre-shuffled and they're face down, and I have no idea what the cards are. You got actually a lot of the cards, a lot more cards than the others have. The others have been having 6. For some reason there's 5 tarot cards here and 4 of the healing oracle cards of the fairies from the Doreen Virtue deck. Okay, and the tarot I'm using today is the Wandering Star Tarot. So let's have a look and see what the cards want to say coming up to your reading. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic start. Okay, you have the 3 of Wands, which is also a beautiful card of exploration. You know, looking forward, looking at your sights, looking at what options you've got, perhaps even standing from where you are. And maybe some of you, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, now the reason you've got more cards than the others is because they've come out together. All right, and I do give them a good shuffle, and I fan them out, and I just trust that when they stick to my finger, this is what needs to happen. So something for sure is making a change. So some of you Scorpions, did I say Scorpions? I hope I did say Scorpions at the start of the video. But anyway, Scorpions, this is for anybody with a Scorpion placement as well, Scorpio nodes as well, North nodes. I do the nodes. I particularly like people checking in if you have a node. If you know where your node is or what your node is, then do follow the videos where your nodes are from, because they're a soul evolution. Okay, and I tend to come from the soul guidance readings for any of you newcomers. So I'm sorry for the ones who are returning and find that I'm repeating myself. In any case, okay, so I feel there's been a shift. Okay, now we also have come from the Scorpions. You've gone through your South Node, right? You've had your kind of been activated. Your South Node has been activated. So there's definitely been a release of karma and a new destiny for you. And I think this really invokes that as well. So as you're coming into this reading, I'll be very surprised if something has not made a massive shift, either internally for yourselves or externally. And I feel either way, it's changed the way you look at life, the way you're wanting to look at life, and where you're standing from. And this card really, for me, it really confirms it. So it's absolutely fantastic. All right, and you're looking at your options from a different set of framework that you've now you've acquired. Okay, I feel like in some way as well, here we've got the Moon card. All right, so this is about you trusting your intuition as well. So if you feel that suddenly something's taken a turn, you're shedding a skin, there's a brand new you, and you're feeling a bit overexposed, okay, and a bit sort of not quite sure where you are, this is a really good time for you to actually pay attention to your dreams and your intuition. All right, because also it's coupled with the 9 of Cups, which is often the wish come true card, but certainly putting your, I always find that 9 of Cups for me is about putting your getting the ducks in order, putting everything that you've kind of want on an emotional level, certainly with your values, in order, and even up to the point that this card is very much about optimism. Okay, so what is it I want? Where is it I want? And you have every right to be excited, really, despite the fact that this Moon card is here, because the cycle has changed. All right, so do comments, Scorpios, anyone listening to this with a Scorpio. You might find that your partner's suddenly changing its tune, and you're thinking, well, the hell's that come from? Or the other way around if you're cross-watching, okay? But there's something has come to light for sure, and you're now actually feeling maybe a lot more optimistic than you have for a very long time. Sorry, I can't stand it when I've got something stain in my glasses, but I can't find my glass cleaner. But I'll come back to that. Okay, let me open the last. Oh my Lord, this is such a fantastic reading already. All right, so you're definitely going to be making headway, Scorpions, because you've got the Chariot card here as well. So this is moving forward, even grasping at something that maybe you've been really wanting for some time. Or if it's not apparent now, you're going to have the confidence, the action, the mojo, the decision to actually move forward and really go for what you want. Okay, I feel that you guys are getting a sense of what it is very, very strongly, and that is going to be your driving force. So I think there's going to be less doubt for sure, because something has shifted. And I feel that what's shifted really is you being in the dark about certain things, Scorpions, and now it's time for you to actually really nip anything in the bud that does not fit with what you want and how you want it. I think this is really important, that you go towards anything that requires your attention and the direction you want to go. Okay, at the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Death card as well. So it's really confirmed that there's been a change here. You know, you've got both the Death and the Wheel of Fortune, and they're both transformative cards. The Knight of Cups for me is about getting into your emotional quest, if you like, of what makes you, what's happy, what satisfies you, and where it is that you actually want to go. It is the kind of most, I find, kind of a very gentle knight, energetically, but because it's connected to the emotions. But here we've also got the Queen of Wands. So again, she is the master of her life. She knows where it is that she needs to go and see and view. And here we have the Eight of Wands. I don't want to get too involved because you've had quite a lot of card readings, but I love the fact that Eight of Wands really is at the bottom of the deck there, because this is about you aiming forward. And I feel like this is what you've been doing. You've been planning, you've been putting things in order to able to move forward. And I think some of you are going to get good news, or some kind of news that you'll be charging forward. Let's have a look at the oh Lord, at your I'm going to open all these cards because there's quite a few. Okay, with the fairy of the healing oracle, I've got this environmental awareness. I think some of you, I'm going to read this as definite connecting to nature. Some of you actually be literally physically be working with the environment, maybe working with animals as well. All right, but I also feel for you, this is about you checking out what environment you actually want to be in. Okay, especially as it's with the Three of Wands here. This is about you saying, where do I want to be? How do I want to live? Do I want to move? Do I want to stay? Where is it I need to go to, in fact, to become what I need to become, where I need to be. The person I've become now maybe doesn't quite fit with you anymore, okay? There is also a beautiful card here, also romantic card. This card has come up quite a few times now, so I feel like with lots of you, especially with Mars in Leo, and then we've got Venus retrograde as well in Leo. This is actually really assessing where the relationships are and really checking in with your values, okay? Some of you would find that you might have to shed a relationship as well and letting it go. Perhaps there's been some third-party situation as well, or some kind of deceit that's come to light, and you're aware of that now, and maybe you can see that very clearly. Or more importantly as well, another way of looking at it is you can see very clearly what it is that you want in your relationships, and you're no longer going to allow your shadow self, the small self, the inner child, or the child self that's wounded, sort of be in a relationship that's actually not working for you anymore. Okay, this is not going to resonate with everybody. It's not going to fit with everybody. So take what I feel